Hey guys, what's going on? It's Stef here, and today we're going to go on a metal detecting adventure using the small coil for the Garrett AT series. The small coil, if you're not familiar with it, is a 5x8" coil, and it's a real nice little sniper to get into places that you normally can't and to sniff out targets that are otherwise very difficult to pick up on the stock coil or some of the bigger coils. So the first site that we're going to go to today, I have used my Equinox at this site, and I've also used the Garrett AT Max with the stock coil and the Nell Thunder coil. Safe to say I missed quite a bit with all those other setups, and I'm very happy with the 5x8. So I want to show you the results right now. Well, here's my itty bitty bitty coil. It's like not even the size of my foot. If that doesn't find targets, I don't know what will. But just walk over here real quick, I'll show you the site. See it coming through over the ferns a little bit. Kind of shady in here, so I'm not sure exactly how well this is going to focus, but nice, large, proper cellar hole. I think this would have been a pretty big house because back in the 18th century, usually the cellar was approximately half the size of the house. So the other side over there, right above that rock wall with the cellar, and a whole bunch of stuff. And a lot over here as well. This section was pretty quiet, and that's what's right off of the cart path. So just want to give you a little bit of an idea of where we're going to be playing today. Well, I have to say, I'm thoroughly impressed with the itty bitty coil. I just got an itty bitty button. Look at how tiny this is. Smallest button I've ever found, without a doubt. I mean, it's barely bigger than the shank. Let me brush this off a bit and I'll get right back to you. I'm going to give you a close-up. This is awesome. Yeah, hopefully that gives you an idea of just how tiny this button is. That's my index finger it's sitting on. Wow. I mean, the camera's having trouble focusing on it because it's so small. Oh, that's out of this world. That's so tiny. It's complete too, without a doubt. That is so cool. And that screamed at me. That was like a 51, 52. I figured, maybe it's tomback. I think this is actually brass. It just rang up pretty low because it's so flippin' tiny. That is so cool. All right, we're going to keep going here. Well, this is turning into a really good day. The other button I found was right there. And boom. Just got another. This one's bigger. And I think, because it was ringing up so low on the machine, looks like it's, oh my God, what is that? Oh, that is beautiful. And it rang up so low on the machine. I'm thinking this looks like it's brass. I thought it was going to be tomback before I turned the camera on. Shank is broken, but look at the front. Oh my God, I'll brush that up and give you a close-up. But I am I'm thrilled with this. I'm so glad I've got the 5x8 coil now. Oh my gosh. And the people who lived here were very wealthy, so I found really fancy buttons in the past, and I'm not surprised that I'm finding more. This is really good. This is like better than I thought it was going to be. Okay, let me clean this right up and I will get back to you. Okay, I brushed off that button. Look at it. Beautiful design in the center there. Wow. No shank, and there's no back mark either, so this is probably Colonial. I mean, I found, dandy buttons and stuff out here before. But boy, there's just something to be said for using the right tools for the job. Oh my God. I am so happy. I really wasn't sure I was going to find anything here today. Because like I said, I've just slammed this site to death since there were such nice relics to be found here, because this was a really wealthy man and his family who lived here. I think he had like 6 kids or something. So... oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to keep going, let you know if I find something else. Well, moving away from the cellar a little bit, it's right up there, that's the chimney pile. Move down here and I got a 48 to 42 signal. That's another button. And, I know you can say, oh, well, you probably missed this area before, but when you've hunted a site so close to the cellar hole lip itself, 10, 20 times, the likelihood I swung over this and missed it in the past is actually pretty high. Looks like there's going to be something on the front. think. Anyway, let me get right back to you. I'm going to brush this off and I will be right back. So happy today. This is awesome. And here we have it. Beautiful. It's actually a pewter button. Like lead pewter. And I just dropped it. Oh my goodness. I'll be right back. Whew. Almost lost my button there for a second. Anyway, as I was saying, this is a pewter button. Like a lead pewter mixture probably. And naturally, I wish that there was a big old USA on the front, but there isn't. And you know, that's quite all right. I'm just so happy I'm finding multiple targets that I've missed so many times before. And I'm not sure if there's a design coming through on that. I brushed it off a little bit, but I don't want to be too rough with it because pewter is obviously very brittle. So this is great. I'm going to keep going for a little while longer. Well, I have to say I'm puzzled. I thought this was a stick, and it's not, because the pinpointer went off on it. What the heck is this? Like, has anyone seen one of these before? I've got no idea what this is. If I figure it out, I'll put an ID up on the screen, but if not, I might need your help. So, I think it's made of brass. It's pretty sturdy, so, and it looks period, but I have no idea. No idea. That's a mystery future find. Hopefully I'll figure it out. Okay? Well, this had to happen to me eventually. Got like a high 60s, low 70s signal. Thought it was going to be a rifle casing. It was a little iffy. But I have finally found my first taco button. So, oh, sorry, this isn't focusing so well, huh? So this would be a dandy button. I don't think there's anything on it. I'm going to double check because it certainly is the right size for a GW. That would be my luck to get my first GW and have it be a taco, but we shall see. So I'll clean this up. If there's anything on it, I'll show you. If not, that's just a funny find. And that is button number 4 for the day, I think. Doing really well considering I wasn't planning on finding anything, or not expecting to anyway. But that's awesome. I have to say, I can't reiterate enough, like, this is like hunting a new site all over again. Got another button. This was squeaking really, really high in the 80s. And I think I have a match to this in my collection at home already from this site. Let me get this in the sun so you can see it a little better. Now the focusing isn't great when it's shady. I don't think there's anything on there, but what a great sign. I'll bet there's some coins out here. Okay, so right after I dug that button, I headed over to an even more obvious site, and it's one that I've never pulled anything out of before. It's on public land, right on the side of the road, and at the very end of my own street. Again, never found anything there. Unfortunately, once I got there, the light was getting too dim for me to film. However, I did manage to pull up this. This is a beautiful pewter spoon. I will cut to a nice close-up of this. It's from the neoclassical era, so it's somewhere between 1740 and 1810. It's incredibly difficult to find pewter spoons that are this much intact, and especially with so much detail. So I'm really bummed I didn't get that on camera, but I wanted to show you because I can't believe I've swung over that area so many times and never sniffed this out. So naturally, because I found such an awesome piece at that cellar hole and the sun was going down, I decided I really needed to make another visit the next day. Here's that footage. Okay, it's a new day, and this is that really obvious site I was talking about. I found the pewter spoon right there. It was just way too dark to film it, so sorry about that, but working along the same area, got a solid like nickel signal, maybe 52, 53, and it's a little like underwear button, I think. So let me brush this off real quick. I'll get right back to you. Awesome sign. I'm so happy with this coil. Oh my god. Okay, be right back. Okay, here's that button brushed off. Not much going on with that. Don't really see a back mark or anything, but just thought I would show you a cleaned up shot. Awesome. Well, I'm out at a really hammered cellar hole, way more hammered than the one I was just at. And always check those stumps and those downed trees. Swung over here, got a 50s to 60s signal. Thought it might be a shotgun shell, but it's actually a button. I heard something snap. Sorry, I was distracted. I hope I didn't just snap off the shank. Let's see. I don't think there's anything on this one. If there is, I'll come back. Oh, look, a little spider. Hey, little guy. Okay, I'm very easily distracted, I guess. If there's something on this, I'll come back to you. If not, it'll just be up on the screen for you to look at. Minus the spider. Okay. Alright, so here's a quick wrap-up of everything that was found in those first 2 outings with the 5x8 coil. We have that beautiful pewter spoon, which I didn't get on live dig. I am so sorry about that, but it's here and I love it and it's awesome. This little doohickey, I still don't know what it is. If you have any clue whatsoever, you know what to do. Comment below. Please let me know. I have no idea. A little taco dandy button. I love that. Part of me wants to unbend it, but do yourself a favor and never try to unbend a brass button. It's going to go really poorly. So we're going to live with that. A few more buttons here. That's from that second day with the 5x8s at the site where I found the pewter spoon. And also this little button wasn't too far away. Tiny little thing. This is this minuscule, like, I don't even know how small you would have to be to wear this button. It's like a baby button from the first site. This flower button, which cleaned up just absolutely beautifully. My pewter button with everything intact, shank included. And this nice little greeny button here. Love it. And I really do think I have a match somewhere, but God only knows where it is, floating around my relic room. So that's about it. So there you have it. Those are my first 2 outings with the 5x8 coil slapped on the Garrett AT Max, and I absolutely love it. I am never taking it off of my Max. That's all I have to say about that. If you're interested in buying one of these, the best dealer that I know to deal with would be Relic Recoverist. You've probably seen her on YouTube, and she is a strictly Garrett authorized dealer, so she knows her stuff, and you're going to get the best service from her. So there's a link in the description below, and it even has a little discount code, so check her out. Besides that, I guess we'll end here, and I'll see you next week.